You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterword at all.
Do your best.
He got it.
Wait!
Hold on.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let you escape this time. Wait right there.
Hmm.
What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But still.
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it.
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
Alright!
Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However,
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito. Because his death was abnormally cruel. No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was, it stuck inside me. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file, okay? The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there's multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? Doesn't tell us time of death. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each side of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now, our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up. There's a plushie with a hole in it. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Okay. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of those life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? I don't think so. Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so
He's
evil.
probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know? Yeah, I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Okay, looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma plushie was added to the truth bullets. The fire grenades that we threw. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are shattered all over the place. This is probably, yeah, the fire grenades. They didn't put out the fire, though. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire, well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. Yeah, if it wasn't for the sprinklers, we were kind of fucked. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, the evidence really isn't all that strange. There's a lighter? Ah, I see. Ah, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here, then it just caught that whole thing. Ah, an oil lighter. An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means...
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killers set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused the fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to the crime scene, but... I don't know. It seems like it was placed?
Like...
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's
This rotten
obviously
school trip is
wrong.
gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey, hey.
What do you mean, something?
Shut up.
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it.
I don't know, but this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way that this will end smoothly with the countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through this class trial. Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. Kane? It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So...
The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently. He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Right.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Right.
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have alibis for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Did I talk to Sonia? I don't think I did.
So just
If only
as I
everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. So we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after. Let's look at his body. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Well, first off, he's tied up. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it.
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? Yeah. If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Well,
So.
even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito, refusing to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Yeah, this is crazy. Oh, I saw this. I thought I could look at the... I guess we'll look at the spear. A spear with the flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my! What's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and then there's an iron weight attached to it. I see! You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not! This is the spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell! I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, the section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the core doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from the Izumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood spattered all over. It doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at him. Ah, got a minute. Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well,
The duct tape has crinkles like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of the rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Okay. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base. Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
it cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with a knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason that they had to use a spear, huh? Interesting. Yeah, he got cut there too. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that this is a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Super
There's something
difficult.
strange. Strange what?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that the blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered? Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right, why is it only on this part?
see?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. Okay, but it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? I don't know. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. That's what we got to worry about? Yeah, I think that's it. I should investigate here a little more. What are we investigating? Did I talk to everybody? She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads I activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see the girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak? Huh? Yeah, there's blood up there. You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood. The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Okay. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside the warehouse first. The other areas inside the warehouse first. Right, there was something about... There was no fire extinguishers. These are in a line. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they were all nice and neat, yeah. They should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess, huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... We did it? It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Bam! Could it be? Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly. Isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Yeah, they lined them up. What's that? This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? Okay. All these CDs are copies of Monokuma's music. They should have been burned too. His books are fine too. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently they serve for whatever. The sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. I guess we just talk to people? It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like the time doesn't matter this time. It was clearly written in the Monokuma pilot. The estimated time of death is noon sharp. But we all split up before noon to search for the bombs, which means no one has an alibi. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Looks like Sonya is focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me, there's something I need to ask her about. Now that I've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonya, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when the fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. How did you know? Yeah. Why did you know the bombs were a fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my.
Yeah, bitch. Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch. Sonya.
I am
Yes,
sorry.
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept it silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is.
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. So it didn't work. She just threw a stick. Yeah, okay. I mean,
However, that plan was an utter failure.
I mean,
The
it was
bomb
worth a
was
shot.
not real.
Yeah.
It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it all to hell.
I see.
So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
Got
I
it.
did. As did Mommy as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
I see her.
Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah, because that was an explosion, bro. Look at Kazuichi. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a
There should be
minute?
no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right. I got it. Okay. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the sphere originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can
Hey you guys,
hear me?
isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place. It's okay! Yeah. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Okay. Nezumi Castle, his room, the warehouse. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in here. Hi, Sonia. I guess I can talk to you?
My.
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. Damn!
Well,
The bomb that went off in the lobby might have been set up there. Huh?
do you have a
If you
minute?
hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it?
Easy as
Either
pie.
way, it's all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey.
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you feel is soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However.
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hmm.
If I'm gonna give you guys a then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bomb there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No!
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well,
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is.
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Okay. We're getting a lot of clues, but a lot of shit isn't making sense. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop, is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the one thing I don't get. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that can be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Okay. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed in this trunk were actually fireworks, which reminds me this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Okay, let's go back in here. The break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtained the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue, not even trash. Oh, okay, so I don't even have to go here? That's it? That's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got from this. I thought it was going to let me go into the emergency room. Right? Actually, I should go to the military base once I'm here, yeah. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed. Ah, found it. What did you find? Well, the truck bed over here has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's the knife, yeah. Isn't it the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right.
So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Yeah. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening.
Hey.
Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Is that it? When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty, nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However,
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. I don't know, bro. It's hard to tell. If the bombs are fake, this might be fake too, but I'm not brave enough to check for myself. It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident, okay? So, I think that's everything. Yeah, we gotta go to Nezumi Castle. Okay. The music is banging, by the way. I was gonna check on my Chia pet. It was shitting. I'm good for now. Okay. Oh, it is missing a spear at the back. Yeah. A spear with the flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. The spear is definitely it, right? The spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of these spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use a spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Okay. So back to the first island, bro. We gotta go into Nagito's room. What's up, Chiaki? Clutter, clutter. It's locked. I can't go inside.
Hajime. What's this?
Oh my! You want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. What? I didn't do that. Okay. Then do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then. Freak. See? I remember the door! You can really investigate that. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that? Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey, hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. But we're never gonna get an explanation for that, by the way. That's Monomi's treasure. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. I mean, bro, what's the word with the fucking shiny-ass treasure box? A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. It's totally standing out. Ah, could this be... Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. Okay. That treasure box, Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi in the first place. Yeah. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it. Why is it a notebook inside the treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader and a lot of things happened today, so everyone is tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monomi write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop!
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was a thief?
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey, hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey.
Hey, you're a liar. Ah, you always show up out of nowhere. Monomi, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monomi can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I could finally write the letter B.
That's right.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too. What the fuck are we doing right now? What the fuck are we doing right now, bro? Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey, hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you
Huh?
saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know what you're getting so serious, but what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me. Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Monomi's notebook. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey, hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. Let me grab that real quick.
No.
He had a fridge in here. There's a refrigerator?
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. What's in here? Oh. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For some reason, for someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really, it looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe. I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Poison. Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop. If you worry like that, I'm going to get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So, it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place, in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well?
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb.
See?
There should be a reason why Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey, hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh? I mean,
See?
it looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder. Is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? It's a little scary. Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? No, I don't think so. I think it was used in that fire. You got a window? There's a basic layout as my cottage. There's nothing about this window that really catches my eye. There's nothing else. Let's just talk. I didn't want to do the window. I didn't want to do the window. Let's just talk to Chiaki. Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. Bitch, what else am I doing? You got anything in the bathroom? Since it's structured like my room, the shower's room is here. It looks like there aren't any clues in here. Something under the bed, I'm assuming? It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It's just like the one in my room, but
Hey, hey.
maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Well, we should check just in case. What was up with the porn thing? With no expectations and without thinking, I peek under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What's this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Okay.
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and... there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum. What? A round thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper. Okay. Is that all we got in here? Our time for investigating is running down. The bookshelf might take some time. That's one of the monitors. Pissed me off. What else is there? Fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. Apparently it was stolen from Monomi's house. If this is here, that means Nagito was the one. Yeah.
So,
There's a lot of stuff here. It's also random.
well,
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they know? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these files. That doesn't mean we should ignore it though.
yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. Yeah? I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There was no way there are any clues here. Huh? Oy. Well, that file was the only one I received from... Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. The file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really was only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them. 2. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, my weight, and so forth. But there's one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student for the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates? I don't know, man.
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right.
My profile is really in
profile
here.
Is really
She
in
got it.
here, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any
Nah,
details.
it's just basic information.
Details about our missing memories.
Yeah.
Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And
Okay.
it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
Who?
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing,
Nagito?
right?
What are you talking about?
Byakuya.
Oh.
I'm talking about Byakuya Togane. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Yeah.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor. No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you are saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a complex, different reason. A different reason?
You're getting
How
all
should I put
riled
this?
up.
You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. Oi, and suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student's profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter. That's Byakuya's true identity. True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent prodigy, Byakuya Tagami. A fake?
Hey.
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. Okay. That person really wasn't Byakuya Tagami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool.
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time.
Still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you are also bound to do that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway.
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, the revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? Yeah, when he's like, hey, I want to talk to you. I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on context, if I had to guess,
No,
maybe he was just
no.
complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to the Hope Speak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Jeez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So, it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey.
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope Speak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here.
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey, hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Okay. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure?
Was that a wise
about this?
decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait.
Bye-bye.
Excuse me for a moment. Oh, okay. That chime just now. Oy.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
I mean, yeah.
That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
Then why are we...
So, time's up. We will begin the
Okay.
last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
Okay. It's time. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said the last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still,
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial. That's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. We're being very hopeful here, Hajime. And, you know, we're kind of relying on people that we don't really know. You saw what happened to Mikan? The moment she got her memories back, she went fucking crazy. Damn, ain't nobody here.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Huh, this is it. Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed. You're making me depressed! Ugh. So, it's going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course
Why
not.
can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is saying it, you know?
You know.
That's
right?
why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck?
You.
Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Ah, stop trying to jinx us.
I'll beat you
Damn
up.
right, stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it, in order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight. What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book,
Wait.
but her eyes, she looks so determined. What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Ah, fine.
But still,
Somehow, I understand what Monomi is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can, no matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. I still don't understand what happened. Like, the poison? Did he poison himself? Did he make it look like a murder even though it was a suicide? I don't know. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I enter Monokuma Rock. Or is it an actual, you know, one of us that fucking killed him? I don't know, man. There's no way to know. There's no way to know.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us. Yeah? Damn. Nobody is in this elevator.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was so problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the one who survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. Ay, cabron. And the door suddenly opened. The bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Ay. Hey, this is kind of cool looking, okay?
Well now.
Now that the Chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell
Enough.
up.
Just fucking start this already. Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right.
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now
Now then, let's get this trial started. This is the last class trial! Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other! Oh my god, this is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Jesus. Nagito Komoeda, the lucky ultimate student. Did I say the ultimate lucky student? Yes, I did. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. Oy. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. Yeah. And I have no idea at all who did it, but it's one of us, bro. There's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Ooh, the music ready? Oh wait, I have another skill, right? Yeah. Time limit doesn't decrease, even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. Effective during the non-stop debate, cannot be combined with Infinity Ultimate Flame. Infinity Unlimited Flame. Okay. Got it. Shit is banging.
Now then, let's be during the class.
I mean, I'm just gonna skip this.
If you've I'll punish. Oh my!
Okay.
Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
She's gonna say some shit.